Hello, welcome to Lunch with Lee. And I guess today, technically, it's the late lunch with Lee. Spent all last week at the Chimney Convention in Las Vegas, where we learned more about how to do our jobs, new parts coming out, new ideas. Got to sort of figure out what other people were doing, so that if it would work for us, we could copy it, kind of stuff. But today's topic. Water leaks. And in Houston, it's a big deal. Even if your chimney, you don't see water, if you see black stuff on the outside of your chimney, like black spots, like mold, mildew, all that kind of stuff, even if it's underneath the tree, it means your chimney is staying too wet. So what do we do with wet chimneys? And the answer to that for us is extraordinarily simple because we do it all the time. And first we got to go out, we got to figure out what the actual problem is. Most of the time, there's not just one problem. It'll be there's mortar joint holes on the outside of the chimney. It will be that the brick is very, very porous and staying wet. That's why you see the mold. It may be that your gutters aren't draining correctly. It could be that the top of your chimney, whether it's metal, whether it's concrete, is either cracked or rusted or leaking. It could be that your chimney cap is more of a baseball hat rather than an umbrella. It's not covering the whole top. It's covering just a little tiny portion. So it's sending water to the concrete or metal that is rusted or has holes or anything else. It's very, very common for us to have leaks, or even to go out to a customer who doesn't think there's anything wrong at all and look inside like of a metal fireplace and see rust all over the place. That's very, very common. And the only real way to know what is going on is to have someone who knows what they're doing come out and look at it. That way, when we see it, we can come up with a long-term game plan or a short-term game plan. We can talk to you and figure out what your goals are so that we can accomplish that and make sure this thing doesn't leak, because it's not just about the leak. It's what the leak does as far as damage, which is if you have a metal fireplace, we talked about it earlier, it rusts. If you have a masonry fireplace, which is brick and mortar, a lot of the mortars on the inside of the fireplace, when they were originally built, weren't designed to be wet. So the mortar will literally wear away and you'll have holes, a Swiss cheese chimney kind of thing. It's holy. I need to stop with all the jokes. But the inside of the chimney will have holes, which is kind of like a straw with holes in it, which means it's not going to draft correctly. It may stink. And those problems don't get better with time. So it's extraordinarily important, even if you don't see water leaking in, that we design your chimney to long-term be very, very good with water, because a lot of that is what we get in our area. I know it has not been raining a tremendous amount recently, but our fireplaces stay wet a long time. And it's important that we put the correct design. And unfortunately, the design that's done in current homes are not optimal. They are optimal when it comes to cost efficiency, but long-term, as far as making the brick last longer, the stone last longer, the siding last longer, all that kind of stuff, they do not build them in an optimal way. So it's our job to come in and give you all your estimates, all the way from Band-Aid repairs, which we don't like to do because they're not a permanent repair and we end up coming back and back and back, all the way to our platinum services, which are guaranteed to stop leaks. So that is it for today. If you like this kind of thing, please share it. Please like it. We appreciate feedback. We also get topics. I always pick the topic based on what's actually going on in our company. So it allows us different times of the year, because we talk to lots of customers, to actually kind of cater this material to what's going on. Another thing that's been happening recently, and maybe I'll do that next time, is real estate inspections. People are selling homes. People are buying homes. People often now, unfortunately, are buying homes that they haven't had proper inspections done, just because everybody's bidding on them and everybody's trying to buy them. But that's for next week. But make sure your chimney stays dry. We don't want to have to do the repairs, because some of the repairs, if you've had a wet chimney for a long period of time, can be thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars if it goes on long enough. So please fix them, do the preventative maintenance, and that way we can keep your chimney up to standards and they work well, and we can have a chimney that lasts as long as it should. So I really appreciate it today. If there's any issues or if you want me to talk about anything, let me know. Thanks.